Hi teachers, the purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to build assessments in Schoology and to do so by creating what are called item banks or test banks within the resources page of your course. It's really quite straightforward, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is come over here to your resources page within a course, within your course homepage, click on that. And the landing page will be the collections area of your resources page. All right, the default collection is home. However, you can create other collections as you choose by simply clicking on this button and doing that. Okay, for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to build it in the home screen here, or the home box, All right, so you're going to come over here, click on Add Resources, come down to Item Bank. You'll be prompted to name the item bank and then add a description. If you do so, it looks something like this. I've titled it Unit 1 with these Introduction, Constitution, Federalism, and then a description. All right, when you hit Create, you've then created your item bank in the background, and essentially this is just a folder or a collection box of the questions you want to build. Okay, now your task is to build the questions you want. All right, there are a number of different options here from multiple choice on down to whatever. For the purposes here, we're going to build a multiple choice question. I click on multiple choice and you'll be brought to this input page, if you will. The question goes here, answer options here, and so on and so forth. All right, I've built this in the background, but before we get started there, you have a couple options here. You can just write a new question right into this question box and option area, okay, and set up the settings as you want. Or you can do what I think most of us already have or want to create within Schoology, and that is to move existing tests into a Schoology format. And so I think that's the most useful time here, and I've done that in the background, okay? So I've brought up an existing exam, my Unit 1 exam, and I've copied or highlighted and copied this question. I'm going to come back to Schoology, and I'm going to dump that question into the question box. Pro tip here, that's what I do. I just put the whole question in the question box, pre-edited the way I want, perhaps a certain font size for the question and another font size for the options, whatever you want to do. And then once that's done, you can simply cut and paste into the option boxes down here. A finished question will look something like this. Here's my question. Here are my answer options. Now let's look at the options you can do here. You can add more options to this question if you want. All right, I don't have any, so I'm just going to click delete on these. You can offer a distractor rationale or click on the distractor rationale button, and underneath each of these questions, you can provide an explanation for yourself about why that's the right answer, why the other answers are not correct, or various other details you want to. It is something that you see, the students do not see, but it might be something you want to do, okay? All right, then here you have your answer options, okay? Which answer do you want to be correct from these answer options up here, okay? You select that, okay? And then I always hit the shuffle option button here, or a checkbox, and that means that every student will get a different shuffling of the options, and that provides some significant test security, okay? If it's a question where the student will select a number of correct answers, 2, 3, whatever, you can hit multiple responses and then select what those right answers are. In this case, that's not the case. So I'm going to have exact match. If you click on partial match, that offers you some other options, if you will, but it goes beyond the purview of this particular tutorial, okay? I like the block look, but standard looks like this. And this is the layout option. You can do radio button if you want. In this kind of question, it doesn't really work because it just sits up in the middle here and doesn't look right for this particular kind of question, but it may be something you want to do for another kind of question. All right, back to block. You can put a number of different columns in here if you want for the answer options. I'm going to leave it at 1. Okay. Author notes, various types you want to put in here, and then what's kind of cool if you want to go a step further is click on learning objectives, and you can attach that question to a particular learning objective, whether that be state standards or Common Core or NGSS or whatever you have. I'm not going to do that here, but it is available for you. Okay, you're going to hit save. Okay, and you'll end up in the background with your item bank right here, and then within that item bank you have your question. Right? If you want to further edit the question, you can do so by clicking on edit. You can copy it and put it somewhere else. You can delete it because you made a mistake, whatever you want to do. Okay. Just to click into it to show you can see again, once it's created, you can edit it as you want. You can preview the question, what it looks like. All kinds of things are available to you. Okay. All right. Now, to end the presentation here, I want to show you what a finished item bank looks like, and to do so I'm going to come up into my resources page and just show you something I have built in AP Government. Come down here to the Unit 2 materials, and at the bottom here, I have an item bank for Chapter 7, which deals with the media. If I click on that item bank, you can see that I have a collection of questions in here, various types. They're all multiple choice in this case, but I formatted them in different ways, and etc. That's something we can look at another time. But there you go. That's how you build assessments in Schoology. Again, the way that offers teachers the most flexibility is to do so in the resources page. Okay. In the next video, or in another video, I should say, we'll show you how to create quizzes and tests from those item banks that offer a number of different options. Okay. Thank you for your attention.